Ever been out with friends, racking up a hefty bill, and then someone casually throws out, "Hey, can you float me this time?" Awkward silence ensues. You might think, float what? A pool floaty? Is there a hidden pool party I don't know about? Fear not, knowledge seekers, because today we're diving deep, no pool floaties required, into the world of slang and unpacking exactly what float me means. So, why the suspense? Why not just ask for money up front? Well, float me carries a certain nuance. It's a slang term used primarily by young adults and millennials, but its meaning transcends generations. Let's break it down into two key aspects: borrowing money and social currency. The money lowdown. At its core, float me translates to lend me some money. But unlike a formal loan with a set repayment plan and interest rates, floating someone is a more casual request. It's for smaller amounts, usually to cover an unexpected expense or to bridge a gap until payday. Imagine this. You're grabbing lunch with a friend, and as the bill arrives, you realize you left your wallet at home. Panic sets in, visions of hangry stares and disappointed sighs fill your head. But then, your friend utters those magic words, "Don't worry, I can float you this time." Relief washes over you. Your friend isn't expecting a formal repayment schedule, just a promise to get them back soon. The art of the float. However, the float isn't just about the money itself. It's about navigating a social situation. Here's the key: floating someone is a favor, and it builds social currency. It shows trust and strengthens the bond between friends. The person being floated owes the floater a favor, whether it's returning the money promptly, picking up the next tab, or simply being there when the floater needs a helping hand. The social currency exchange. Think of social currency like points in a friendship game. Every time you do someone a favor, you earn points. Conversely, every time you ask for a favor, you spend points. Floating someone is a point-spending activity, but the return on investment can be high. By being reliable and paying back promptly, you rebuild your social currency bank. The floater's responsibility. Now, the power of the float isn't limitless. As the floater, you have a responsibility. Don't throw around "float me" like confetti. Here are some things to keep in mind. Only float what you can afford to lose. Unexpected situations happen. Don't put yourself in a financial bind by lending more than you can comfortably spare. Be clear about expectations. If you have a specific time frame for repayment, communicate that up front. Avoid creating unnecessary tension or awkwardness. Don't be a chronic floater. Floating someone occasionally is one thing. But if you constantly rely on others to cover your expenses, you'll quickly deplete your social currency and damage trust. The floatee's responsibility. Being on the receiving end of a float comes with its own set of responsibilities. Repay promptly. This is the golden rule. Respect the floater's trust and pay them back as soon as possible, even if it's a small amount. Communicate. If something comes up that prevents you from paying back on time, let the floater know. Transparency goes a long way. Show gratitude. A simple "thank you" goes a long way. You can even return the favor by covering the next coffee run or offering help with a chore. Beyond the money. While float me often refers to money, the concept can extend to other situations. Need a ride to the airport? Can someone float you a lift? Maybe you're missing an ingredient for your famous lasagna recipe. Can a neighbor float you some flour? The core principle remains the same. It's a small favor that strengthens the social bond. The final float. So, the next time someone asks you to float them, you'll be armed with the knowledge to navigate the situation confidently. Remember, it's about more than just money. It's about building trust, strengthening friendships, and fostering a community of support. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.